What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me on D's Analysis. Today, we're going to be looking at MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, and we're going to be taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index. So, we've been going down the trend line on both sides. We kind of have a bull flag going on. I don't think we've invalidated it yet because we haven't cracked below this bottom trend line. I think once we fall below that, then we might be saying, okay, maybe this bull flag is invalidated. So, you can measure moves from the flagpole and you measure that up. That lines up about 1100, 1,000 to 1,200, I would say, somewhere in that range, because you have to give or take for the next possible blow off top that we might end up having. We've been riding up this trend line ever since October 9th, 2023. We've been bouncing off this trend line, respecting it. Let's see if we respect it again. We've already had 2 touches. This one is close to be a 3rd touch. Let's see if we touch it. Hopefully we don't break underneath it, because I think we do need to hold that. I don't think, it's the end of the world if we do crack below it. Maybe if we do crack below it, we only spend a little bit of time outside of it, and then we end up pushing back into it. But let's see how this plays out. I think we might continue to hold this. Not financial advice. Don't make any trading decisions based off of this. It's just my observation and my guess, because I don't know what's going to happen. We're here at the bottom Bollinger Band. So you have the long-term trend line. You have a minor support level. You have the Bollinger Bands underneath you. We're still in a bull flag. So I think things are still looking pretty good. I remain bullish. We're still close to the green on the daily. So let's see if we get a bounce here. Also, if we were to crack below this level, the next level I would see would be about 210 to 200. In terms of the SMA, we're underneath the 20 and the 50 on the daily, but we're still above the 200, which is amazing. That's a great sign with all the other things that I said previously. With the 200-day underneath you, that's a lot of firepower to move up to the upside. And we are currently above the 50 on the weekly. So we have a lot of support underneath us. Price has been getting slaughtered since November. We just have to crack above this 20-week moving average, and I think things can really start getting going. We just need that momentum and volume to kick up, which we've been seeing lately, but now it's towards the downside. But that's because of all the concerns of inflation, unemployment rate, tariffs. It's a lot of fear in the market right now, but I don't really know if that's going to play out how everybody thinks it's going to be. You hear this thing where they call it the wall of worry. We can climb that wall of worry, especially when you're at extreme fear in the market. You can see the fear and greed index all the way at 15. So we're in extreme fear. It is possible that we climb the wall of worry while in extreme fear, because we're only 8% off of all-time highs on the S&P 500, which is interesting when you think about it, because you think like, oh, we're at extreme fear. You would think like, oh, we're in a major recession. We're only 8% off of all-time highs. So maybe we do continue to climb. Yeah, we're at extreme fear, but the market's still extremely high up. But the market usually continues to rally when everybody's scared, and vice versa. Now, if everybody was super bullish on this pullback, then maybe we continue to fall further, like a huge dip or further crash, right? But since it's extreme fear, everybody's fearful, we're at close to all-time highs, maybe there's a good chance that we continue to climb the wall of worry. Who knows? I could be wrong, so don't make any decisions based off of this. Taking a look here at the MACD, on the weekly, we look pretty bearish. We got momentum kicking up a little bit, and we had the orange crossover. I'm sorry, the blue crossover the orange, or underneath the orange. But on the daily, we look pretty good. We're curling back up, and we're starting to get those green candles that we spoke about prior. Hopefully we can get some big ones like this to show that momentum coming back in volume and have that curl up and push all the way up to all-time highs. Here on Bitcoin, we got very close to cracking underneath this local bottom on February 28th. We came pretty close, but we haven't cracked below it yet. It's still very possible. Could happen in the snap of a finger. In the last video I made about Bitcoin, I did say that we get a retest and possibly push lower underneath this. So we'll see how it plays out. Currently, we're still stuck in limbo between the two. But I think once we break this, we can see that 75,000. I think if we crack 75, 74, then we see 67, 68. Nothing's guaranteed, of course, but that's just my observation. Let's see if we get a green candle and close back above. That would be a good sign. And work our way back up and break through all of these levels that we have to get through. We're also going to take a look at the Fibonacci retracement. So we're going to do a pullback from the top, this local high here, to the start of the move. And you can see that next move that we had up, that next leg went to the 2618. It went past it a little bit because of blow off top, but I'll kind of just disregard that insane move that we had here. But that's a pretty spot on move right there, the 2618. So we're going to do it again, see what we get. We'll go from the top to the bottom here, or the beginning of this move, and we'll line that up, see where we land with the 2618. Maybe this next leg takes us to 1200. So maybe we get somewhere in this range, and that would still line up with, I'm going to draw it out really quick so we keep track of it. So it'll be somewhere in this range, in this area. So maybe the next leg ends up being somewhere in here. And if we, draw it out from here, maybe we get that next move right there. Maybe it lines up together with a 2618. The previous leg lined up, or the flagpole. Maybe it all will make sense. We'll see how it goes. Maybe we get somewhere in the range of 1000 to 1200. So we'll see how that goes. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one.